Okay, can we start now or wait another 10 minutes?
Let's wait for another 5 minutes.ห้านา
Okay.
ที
Yeah, so you can see my screen now, right?
Yes. 5 notes รอสักครู่นะคะเราขอให้คนเพิ่มกว่านี้นิดนึงแล้วก็เดี๋ยวเราจะเรคคอร์ดตอนนี้เดี๋ยวฟังจะเทคโน้ตนะคะเป็นภาษา เดี๋ยวจะเทคโน้ตด้วยนะคะแล้วก็หลังจากนี้ก็จะทำเป็น PDF แจกนะคะระหว่างนี้นะคะก็เอ่อคุณแม่คุณครูผู้ปกครองสามารถส่งคำถามมาเพิ่มเติมได้เลยนะคะแล้วก็ถ้าเกิดมีคำถามอะไรแบบทิ้งไว้ในแชทก่อนได้นะคะจะได้ให้ให้เอ็กซ์เพิช่วยกันตอบนะคะก็คือวันนี้นะคะ เอ่มวันนี้ฟางนะคะเป็นโปรเจกต์ a ม a นเจอร์นะคะรายการจูเนียร์บอทบอลชาเลนจ์นะคะคือรายการนี้เนี่ยก็จะเป็นทางโรงเรียนทิวไผ่งามค่ะเอาเข้ามานะคะแล้วก็ไปเอ่อเหมือนทำพาร์ทเนอร์กับทางเวทีการแข่งขันนะคะที่เขามีตั้งต้นเนี่ยจากอเมริกานะคะแล้วก็ทางจีนเนี่ยเขาก็เอ่อมาทำลิขสิทธิ์ของเอเชียแล้วก็เป็น global นะคะปีที่แล้วมีน้องๆเข้าร่วมมากถึงเกือบ10,000 คนนะคะแล้วก็เราคิดว่ามันน่าจะเป็นโอกาสดีๆให้นักเรียนไทยเด็กๆไทยเนี่ยได้เอ่อได้มาแข่งขันได้มีเวทีให้เขาได้แสดงความสามารถแล้วก็ที่แบบไม่เครียดจนเกินไปอันเนี้ยก็คือจะเป็นแบบง่ายๆนะคะแล้วก็น้องๆเนี่ยจะไม่กดดันไม่เครียดจนเกินไปนะคะ แล้วก็คือทุกคนอ่ะก็จะได้ความภาคภูมิใจเนาะความเซลฟ์เอสตีมความเชื่อมั่นในตัวเองแล้วก็ความแบบภูมิใจว่าอย่างน้อยเนี่ยเออเขาก็ได้แบบเหรียญทองแดงถ้วยทองแดงได้เซอร์ติฟิเคตอะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะคะแล้วก็วันนี้เรามีเอ็กซ์เทั้งสองท่านนะคะจากเขาเป็นดีเลกเตอร์จูเนียร์บอทบอลเอ่อ เอเชียนะคะชื่อคุณเฟร็ดนะคะแล้วก็มีได้รับเกียรติจากคุณน้องนะคะทัชชัยนะคะเป็นนิสิตปี 1ของฟีโบนะคะฟีโบชื่อเต็มชื่ออะไรลูก
ชื่อภาษาไทยคือสถาบันวิทยาการหุ่นยนต์ภาคสนามครับ
อ่ะ
ม
เก่งมาก
หาวิทยาลัยเทคโนโลยีพระจอมเกล้าธนบุรีครับ
ใช่ค่ะเป็นแบบอันดับ 1ของประเทศไทยเลยนะคะถ้าเกิดใครๆคุณพ่อคุณแม่มองไว้นะคะว่าอยากให้น้องๆเรียนด้านนี้นะคะก็คือที่ 1นะคะถามน้องทัดได้นะคะโอเค เอ่อ let's start เดี๋ยวเรา start ภาษาอังกฤษก่อนนะคะแล้วก็เดี๋ยวให้น้องทัดพูดต่อเนาะโอเค let's start Fred you ready Fred Fred you freezing oh hello hi Fred have to unmute oh. Fred start you can start ค่ะ thank you Fred you wanna start now can you hear me okay your
Yes,
internet is
yeah.
okay okay go ahead
Okay. Hi everyone. Glad to see you. I'm Chen Zhengrong, a robotic curriculum designer from ITCCC China. I'm also the program manager of two international educational robotic programs, the lecturer of the Football Asia and Robot Asia. I'm from ITCCC, Inspire Teenager Creative, Collaborate, and Contribute, and founded in 2012. And we aim to empower the outstanding development of the Chinese youth. And today I'm going to sharing our core philosophy regarding the challenge-based learning, particularly in the context of engaging students through robotic activities. We found that the students need to acquire a vast amount of knowledge and skills while they're learning program. However, without practical application scenario, merely its imparting knowledge make it difficult for students to truly master those skills. So we introduced this program, JBC, to Chinese students since 2013. The core of the JBC program is to help the student to learn and master skills by designing and solving actual engineering problems. We involve students in real challenge and provide support to new teams who want to join our program. And my presentation today will be divided into three main parts. The first part is what is Botball and JBC? What's the connections between these two programs? In this section, we will introduce the Botball and Junior Botball Challenge, which is JBC programs. We learn about their origins, objectives, and impacts they have and on the robotic education globally. And the second part is the Junior Botball Challenge. Here we will dive deeper into the Junior Botball Challenge, exploring its structure, unique features, and how it differs from the other robotic competitions. We will discuss the task-based approach to the educational benefits it offers to the student at the elementary levels. And the last part is a task example. We will extend it an invitation to all of you to participating in JBC program, and I will show you some task examples and explain how it works. By the end of the presentation, you will have a comprehensive understanding of Botball and JBC, and hopefully we inspire to join us in the foreseeing the next generation of the robotic in students to innovators. Botball, Junior Botball Challenge, which is the elementary levels of the Botball. Botball was originally created at MIT in 1994. The founder of the Botball was teaching at MIT, and it was initially a summer course of undergraduate students. And in 1997, he introduced this program to high schools and middle schools and created the Botball Challenge. And over 20 years of the development has passed, and now it is recommended by administration office of many top universities, including MIT. And we now have more than 30 member countries and regions worldwide, including North America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. And Botball Challenge has a strong sponsorship lineups, including NASA, the National Science Foundations, iRobot, etc., and ITCCC, also among many other big names. We are the regional supporter of the Botball program. In the formal competition, we have two different divisions, the Junior Botball Challenge, and which is the elementary divisions, officially known as JBC. It's open platform to any robots. At the middle school and high school levels, Botball is more an engineering-based challenge which with very complicated tasks every year. The task things can be as large as 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters, which is huge, and it's make it very challenging. This competition we quite different from the elementary level JBC, which focus on the problem solving and inspiration. Let me show you a short video about one of our JBC Asia events in Guangzhou in April 2024.
เด็กๆนะคะน่ารักมาก3 ขวบ4 ขวบก็เริ่มแข่งกันแล้วนะคะ อืม
Okay, let's dive deeper in Junior Botball Challenge. A unique feature of the JBC is that it's a task library-based robotic competition, and we maintain a task library with over 30 small tasks divided into different levels, all of which are open source and available on our websites. And teachers and coaches can use this task in the classroom and training center to train the students before they come to this event. In on-site competition, we selected tasks from the library and slightly changed the parameters for students who solve it on-site. Additionally, these are mystery challenge our students have never seen before, require them to solve this task on-site. Another unique feature of this competition is that we do not have only one champion. The champion is determined by how many tasks or missions the student can accomplish. The standard of the accomplish is not very tough, so many students can solve this task if given enough time. For example, in JBC, we mainly give students 5 tasks from the test library and 1 mystery challenge. If they can solve 5 of the challenges or 6 of the challenges, and they will receive the gold prize. The meaning that in one competition, we are happy to see more than 30% or 40% students become champions, which is very encouraging them to inspiring for the student in this age. And here is the hierarchies framework for JBC across different educational stage, starting from foundational skill set at the enlightenment level and program to accomplish the complex application at the expert levels. Let's start from the enlightenment level. It's designed for preschool kids and most basic level with the high simplified activities designed for the youngest learners. focus on pattern recognition. Students learn to work together efficiently when materials or times are constrained. The first is the Enlightenment A. It focuses on block constructions. The team will build a structure using limit blocks, encouraging planning, spatial reasoning, and resources allocation. Activities may be included building the transmission structures or replicating a model with fewer pieces of the original. The Enlightenment B, which is robotic arm assembly, students construct a simple mechanical arms that can grasp and move the objects. This introduced concept of leverage mechanical advantage while developing fine motor skills and understanding of the basic mechanism. And the Enlightenment C, the transmission mechanism, the students explore how motions and force are transferred through the system using gears, pulley wheels, levels, and other simple machines. They build understanding of the mechanical principles, the energy transfer, and the relationship between the speed and the torque. And here comes to beginner level, and it designed for preschool kids. And the activities are simple and age appropriate for very young learners. Focus on the fundamental concepts through the task-based exploration. The beginner A, which is the remote control robot, the student learn to operate the robot using the direct control interface like buttons, joysticks, and the simple applications. And the teacher's spatial awareness cause the effect relationship with the basic direction concepts. Then activities may be included navigation in the maps and collecting objects and completing very simple tasks. And for the beginner B, they will using autonomous robots. The student will program a simple automated behaviors using the programs or basic commands. They introduce the concept of giving instructions to the machine or the robots and using very basic algorithm thinking. Examples including programming robots to following the given path and responding to the objects and execute a very series of movements. And for the high level, which is rookie, advanced, and the experts, they will require the student to building very simple but stable structure with minimal materials. And the student will learn the engineering principles by making the robots at the maximum stability while minimizing the resources used. And the student will work in teams to tackle multiple phase challenges that require diverse skills and coordinate efforts. And for the rookie levels, the robot need only finish the basic robot movement task, which is a little bit harder than the beginner level, but it's focused on the robot movement, robot navigation. And the advanced level, and the robot required to have sensors and very basic grab structures or the robot arms to moving objects and moving the object to a higher place. And for the expert levels, it will be required the integrated application tasks and will be required this robot have using multiple sensor to calibrations and moving very detailed structures and to grabbing the objects and very small objects to a destinate position. And here is the hierarchy system. And many robot schools and training centers in China already using the flipped teaching method by applying JBC in their daily teaching. And here's two examples when I found it in our on-site events in last Sunday. And the teachers can use these challenges in the curriculums and encouraging the student to solve this task from very beginning and gradually work on the tougher tasks. And the challenge-based learning method drive the students into learning environment and aging well with the flipped class method. And we have organizing the JBC into three major tiers. And here is for the JBC Open, the foundation level hosted in multiple cities now completed. And we have progressed to the JBC Asia, And JBC, we have multiple JBC, JBC Asia, and will be hosted across multiple cities. And this year will be in Beijing, Hangzhou, Guangzhou, Chengdu, Luoyang, and Thailand, Bangkok. And after advancing through the JBC Asia, the participant will be qualifying for the JBC International. And here is a timeline for all the JBC Asia events and international events. For the international finals, ITCCC officially signed as a strategic partnership with the Ice Ribbon, designing the main venue of the 2022 Winter Olympic as the permanent venue for the Chinese chapter of the JBC International Educational Robotics Conference, which is GCER. In the 2025 JBC Asia competition, is structured across multiple levels with a very specific requirement for each category. At the alignment level, these are 3 divisions, as we mentioned before. Alignment A is designed for children 6 years old and under, and working in team of 2 to 3, focusing on building structures with Lego Duplo building blocks, which is the big blocks of Lego. And for the alignment B, is accommodation the participants 8 years old and under, and also in teams of 2 to 3, and who work with the motor-driven power structures using the standard Lego blocks, such as the Lego 9686 sets, and to grab the objects and stack the blocks into specific patterns. And the Enlightenment C is for individual competitor 8 years old and under, and who will build the structure with the Lego Duplo big blocks and incorporate with more complex mechanical the elements like gears, drive shaft, and rubber bands. And the beginner level constraints of the 2 divisions. Beginner A involved with participant 8 years old and under, team of 2 to 3, and who work with the remote control robot without equipment restriction, and to navigate and decide a designated location according to the mission requirements. And beginner B, also for the team of 2 to 3 and children of 8 years old and under, require the controller with no more than 4 ports and fully autonomous robots like the WeDo 2.0, Spy Essential 24345, and VX123, VX Go, MATLAB, and Extra. And the other physical program robots to navigate to a series of the designated locations will be welcome to participate in this category. And for the higher tier, the rookie, advanced, and expert level are open to primary school students working in teams of 2 to 3 with no restriction on the type of the fully autonomous robots they can use. These programs structure accommodate various age groups and the skill level, offering the challenges each stage to development in the robot education. And to the 2024 Asia, wait a minute. Okay, and the competition features in a structured task framework that vary across different competition levels. In the alignment A and B divisions, participants have access to a library of 5 tasks, with 3 of these tasks will be released for the competition on site. And each team is permit 2 attempts per task, and no task modification allowed in this entry level. And to the alignment C, follow a similar structure but offer a larger task library of 8 possible tasks, with 3 of them will release on site, and each of them will have 2 attempts around per task, also without any modification. What it is in the library, it will be released on site. And to the competition structure become more complex at the beginner level, and both beginner A and B divisions provide across 12 tasks in the library, and with 5 tasks will be released for the competition day, and 1 additional mystery task will be reviewed on site. and each task is worth 25 points, and participants must complete the work within a 2.5 hours time limit. Unlike the enlightenment levels, and task modification are permitted at the beginner level, allowing the more creative approach to problem solving. At the higher tier, like the rookie, advanced, and expert level, and maintain the library of 12 possible tasks, but reduce the number of the on-site release tasks to 3, while still include 1 mystery task. And competitor at this advanced level must also have 2.5 hours time limits, and also allow the test modification to accommodate more certificates and innovation resolution, which is the same as the expert level. And for the award system designed for the recognized achievement across all competition levels, and for participant in enlightenment and beginner levels, the award are structured in traditional ranking formats. Then the first prize winner will receive both the certificates and medal, along with a distinctive badge that recognize the top achievement. And the second prize are awarded as a certificate and medal, and while the third prize will also receive a recognition through the official certification. So everyone will get a certification. And for the award structure become more higher at the competitions, and passing like the rookie, advanced, and expert levels. In this advanced category, a special gold prize has been established as the premier recognitions, which include not only a certificate and a medal, but also an impressive trophy, symbolizing the highest level of the achievement in the JBC competition. And following the gold prize, the standard first, second, and the third prize will be designated are maintained. And with the first prize winner receive both certificates and medals, and the second, third prize receiving the appropriate recognition through the for the placements. And here is the a spreadsheet about how based on the task they solving or the points they accumulate, and with that the tables we can see. For the task example, now we will dive deeper in the task example. Like in the enlightenment A, they focusing on in 10 minutes for each attempt. They have 2 attempts for each task, and they will construct and finish the task and building the structure with the limited blocks, and they including the platform, tracks, and barrier, the 3 parts of the structures. And then they transport the ping pong ball, which is the 3 parts, to 3 design positions. And within 10 minutes, building the structure, transmit the 3 balls to the place. And between each transmission, the structure can move to different positions. And if the ball fall off, they can grab the balls back to the platform and transmit it again. And here is all the tasks. The 5 tasks will be in the task library, and 3 of them will be released on site. And for the task 4 and task 5, they require the extra structure. The task 4, they require an arch that will be built in this number circle 6 and 7, and they still building the tracks, and then they transmit the ping pong ball to the 3 ping pong balls to the same position, the circle 9. And the task 5, they're building a barrier strip in the center of the mats, and any structure cannot beyond these barrier strips. They will stop in front of the barrier strips, and the ball will be fall on the another side. And then if the 3 balls will be hit the soda can, and it will be like the 3 parts hit the 3 cans, and the task is finished. And here is the enlightenment A. And for the enlightenment B, in 30 minutes, they will build the grabber on site, and so they will
Excuse
bring.
me.
Yeah, hello.
Sorry, I have a question. Would it be possible to go back to the previous slide?
Yeah, this one or this one?
This one, yes, please. The
Okay.
task number 5. My question is, with a limited number of blocks, do we have to use all those blocks and set up the barrier strip and all the bridge at the same
Yes.
time?
Yes, you're using the all the blocks, but oh, I see. I see what your question is. I think if you're building in the task 1, 2, and 3 and the blocks with the structures, but if you're building the barrier strip, adding the strips, right? Then will be not enough the blocks for building it, right?
Yes, that's my question.
Yeah, okay. And for this task, we will be have an extra requirement for this task, task 4 and task 5. So the blocks, the number of the blocks will be add up. It's not the original one. So the rules for the task 4 and 5, and let me see what's the exact number of the requirement of these two. Okay, for the
Number 13, number 4 is 13 pieces for the arch.
oh yeah, for the 2 to 2, the bricks will be 40, and the 2 to 4 bricks will be 60, and the 2 to 4 plate will be 20. Yes, it's the same. But here is the trick, because we not required the structure of the strips exactly the same as the as the required, like because this one they're using like more than 20 blocks, but you can deduct some of them through the strips. You maybe can leave them some extra space between the blocks, the barrier strips. When they're building it, maybe you can using like building like a bridge, and there are some empty space between them. And so yeah, we tested it's enough to building the tracks and the barrier strip at the same time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, let's move to the enlightenment B. And in 30 minutes, the students will be build the grabbers, and because it's two to 3 students, so they can building the multiple grabber. Usually we will build two grabbers, and in 30 minutes. And the starting setup, like we have 12 cups. No matter it's facing on the top, it's fine. And then within 4 minutes, the student will using the grabber to grab the cups and move them to the 12 number circles. And then after they finish this phase, they will move the cups again and final stacking in the designated patterns. So all the 3 stage will be finished in 4 minutes, and they will have 2 attempts for the each tasks. But notice that we don't need to build a robot to grab the cups. We only building the grabber, and the student will hold the grabbers, then grab the cups and move to the number circle, and then stack them in the required patterns. Here is the 5 patterns in our test library, and it will not change. It's the same as in the test library. So the student will be practice as much as they can before they come to the events. Usually it will take 4 minutes, within 4 minutes to finish each task. So it's fine. The fastest record, I remember maybe it is like 1.5 minutes. They can finish the task 4. So 4 minutes is quite enough for the students. Everyone have any question about enlightenment B?
Oh, again, this part doesn't have to be motorized. Am I correct?
Yes, the task in the library is a task we release on site, and also including the enlightenment A. For the all the enlightenment level A, B, and C, and the tasks in the task library are all the same with the tasks released on site.
Thank you.
Okay, to the enlightenment C, within 10 minutes, the student will be building a roller and at the left side, and then building the windmills at the right side, and then they're building the necessary structure between the roller and the windmill. And when they're rolling the roller and the windmill will be rolling at the same time, and it will be accomplished all within 10 minutes, and building the structure and wave the roller, drive the windmill to move. And here is alignment C, very intrinsic. But the test library is a little bit bigger than the other levels. So we have 8 tests, and they had a bigger test sets. And within the hard one, the test 6 and 7 and 8, you see they have 1 roller and 2 windmills. That we're rolling the roller, the 2 windmills will be rolling at the same time. So it addition the extra difficulties. And here is enlightenment C. Enlightenment C is brand new. It's very new. We started it in last year in August, so it's quite new, but it's very famous now in China. We have a lot of teams to participating in enlightenment C. Any question about enlightenment C?
There's a
Okay.
question on the chat. Sorry.
Yep. Oh, on the
Yeah.
chat.
Yes. Parents said they have 3 people register in one team. Is it
Yep.
possible to register both level like Enlighten A and Enlighten C?
We don't do it in that way in China.
Okay. Can we do in
Yeah.
Thailand special?
Well, we can discuss about that. Yeah, because we see it's the first time we run this program in Thailand, and we also, as we discussed, if the student is a bit young, year 12, right? They like 14 years old, they can also participating in Junior Botball challenge, which is okay. And for the multiple level in one event, it will add up the organizing difficulty. But here is what happens in China, why we don't open the students in the test in participating in multiple levels. Some of them they finish very fast.
Yes.
Like we give them 2.5 hours and they finish the task in 30 minutes. Yes, we do have those teams like that, and they will and our award ceremony will be start maybe 1 hours after the mission released. So all of the time will be designed like that. The student will stay there until the award ceremony begin. And maybe a part of the student will go to the award ceremony, and some of the students still living on site to solving the tasks. And so the award ceremony will keep open. The award ceremony will be last like 2 hours, let's say. And we accumulate the student like 10 teams together, and then we'll have a little ceremony. So the award ceremony will keep going. Yeah, we can discuss this later. Maybe we can do that. We can do that, and the student can participating in different levels, and they finish the task in that levels, and then they move to another maths, and another judges will help them to finish another task, which is possible if the teams will not that much. Okay, am I explaining clear with this?
Yes, thank you. I will talk to you later and communicate with the parents.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
because sometimes if the task is too hard, and the team will not have enough time to finish. But for the enlightenment level, I think it's fine. Yeah.
Our Thai student is very talented, and I think they can finish in 5 minutes. So there's plenty of time for them ใช่ไหมคะคุณแพร
Yeah, and because for our coaches and the coaches will be like 4 teams will be sharing one coach and the coach will be like observing the teams one by one and the time is limited. So
yeah
we also thinking about that. Yeah, it depends on us. It depends on the organizer. Then how we organizing the events and how many volunteer or the judges we have, and we can doing that. Yeah, no problem.
thank you
Mhm. Okay, to the beginner levels, and I'm pick up one of the example tasks like which is the pretty hard one. It's the camel hump routine, and with each task will be 3 parts in the task. The first part is the field setup, and it tell the students or the coach how you set up the maps and what type of the prompts you are using, like this task, we have placed 3 cubes and 2 empty cans at any position on the black line in the starting zone. It's placed by the students. They will putting the prompts into any position, but on the lines. And one cans in the number circle 4 and one in the number circle 9, which is using as the optical. So each for the beginner A, they have 2 minutes to each attempt, and 2 minutes they will move the 5 objects following the routines and moving the object to the yellow garage. We have 3 garage, the green one, the blue one, and the yellow one. When the yellow one is at the garage of our aim of our goal, and you can move on top of the others. Because you think my destination is the yellow one, so these 2, the green one and the blue one, is not exist, so you can move across of them. But for the destination garage, which is the yellow one, you cannot touch the board, the board line, and the 3 board line and the dotted line. You can only move the object through the dotted line, but the robot cannot touch the board line in this level. So you move the object to the garage, and then you can grab your robots back to the starting position. The robot need not to going back to the starting position. So basically, you put your robots here and move these objects following the line to the garage, and then another student grab the robots back to the starting position and then do it again and moving another objects, and within 2 minutes, and each one will be granted different points, and the maximum is 25 points. So not every robot can finish this task within 25 points because the speed is not enough. But we do have some, because it's open platform, so we can see some very fast robots can finish this task within 25 points. But but for the beginner A, because we'll be released like 6 tasks on we will release 6 tasks on site. So the maximum points will be 150. And the teams will need not to finish every task in 25 points. After they have enough points, they advance to the next level. So they need not to solve every task in the full points. And here is the beginner A. And for the beginner B, basically, they are very familiar with the beginner A, but they have to use the Artemis robots. So from the tabs, you will see is a lot easier than the beginner A, because the beginner A is a remote control robot, but for the beginner B, it's Artemis robot. So from the level of beginner B, each task will have 5 minutes for each attempts, and no time and within and there's no time restrictions, which means in 2.5 hours, the teams can try as many times as they want. And then the judges will be handled one team one by one, and they will assign 5 minutes to this team, and after 5 minutes they will switch to another team, and then they will switch to another team. It will be work like that, and each time the team is asking for an official attempt, and they will be start multiple times, like in here is spinning around, and these challenges, and they're using the field A, they're using the field with the garage, and the robot will be start from the starting zone and move to the designating circles and spin and return to the starting zone, and it will be in 5 minutes. Robot can start multiple times from the starting zone, completing one or more substacks for each time. Like this one, they moves the can to the number circle and spin once and return to the starting zone. And then they moved it to a number 9 and spin twice and return to the starting zone, and they will get extra 10 points. So if they finish this two, they will get 15 points already. And if they still have time within 5 minutes, they will move to the number circle 11 and spin twice and return to the starting zone. We will get another 10 points. So the maximum is 25 points at the same time. But for this time of the challenge, it said to finish the task in the following step. So the student cannot move to the circle 11, spinning twice and return to the starting zone and get the 10 points because they didn't finish the subtasks A and B. Here is the only requirement for the beginner B. They have to finish the in following steps and 1, 2, 3 and get the final scores. Okay, for the beginner levels, is any coaches, do you have anything I need to explain more? Okay, yeah. For the rookie level, advanced level, and the master level, they are all same as the beginner levels. They all have 5 minutes, and they will have the unlimited attempts for the students. And when they need to finish the challenges within 2.5 hours, and we will release the task on site, and the task will be modified on site, yeah, from the beginner level. And here the rookie level, because the barrel racing one is the difficult missions for the rookie levels. Basically, and the most difficult one in the international level will be add up another cans in 9, for example. Like here is a test library, and the robot start from the start position, and the robot moving, but they need not to have the path like the curve on the example. They can move like in the square and move the square movement, and it's also okay. And it's not require the student from going around which can first. They can going around the can 7 first, and then going to the can find and starting back to the state from the starting position is also fine. And from the general rules and 1 to 7 is basically is the same, almost the same across the many different rookie level. The task is also the same, and the challenge rules is related to the very specific challenge, the challenge 4B, and we will have 4C and 4D and 4F, which is the position of the cans will be changed, like they will change to number 4 to number 8 or number 6 to number 10, but they also required to going around this two can and come back to the starting position. And before the student starting their attempts, they will show the judges which routine they are going to run. And after confirmation about the judge, and they will let the student doing it. And so before the student starting to do the program, the judge will be confirmation about the path. So don't program first and they taking a lot of time to practice, and then they go to the judge, and the judge tell you that no, it's the wrong way to doing that. So the student will fail if they using too many times on some of the tests so they can pass. Here's some example. And here is the rookie level. But in the rookie level, basically is all the robotic navigation tasks. So the robot move and touch the cans, or they moving the cans to some positions. So like in rookie level, they will some of the mystery task I see is like 4 cans in 2, 4, 6, and 9. And the requirements is to put every cans into attached with each other, not falling down, and stick together with the attached with the circle 6. Yeah, and you can start the robot many times. The first time you can moving the cans on the number 9 and moving to this position, and the second time and moving the another cans and push them together and stick together. You can start multiple times to finish that tasks. But I have coaches to ask, is that around every task? Is that around to break down the task, like the simple one, to move one cans at times? It depends on the tasks. Some of the tasks will become harder if you require the robot start one time and doing multiple structures. Yeah, we do have the task like that. Yeah, it will be like if for example, if it's for the challenge 4, it will be challenge 4F. It's the most difficult requirement for that one. And we will control the difficulty to the another tasks. We'll be putting them some of the easy tasks. So basically, maybe they will exactly the same as in the test library. And sometimes we will have one very difficult task and require the student to doing that and running one times and finishing and multiple cans is putting them in one together. And they will be most difficult tasks about this level. Basically, you can touch the cans, but you cannot knock it down. Yeah, here's the rookie level. For the advanced level, and now it will require the robot have the sensor to detect the objects, to detect the cans, or detect the cube on the cans or on the floor. And they will also require the robot have an arm and can grab the objects, because some of the violation about the tag and bring home. For this test, after the robots leave the starting position, the judges will be moved the scans to the 4 possible positions, like 2, 6, 9, and 11. Like for the first attempt, the robots move, and after the robot moving, and the coach will and the judge will be moving the cans to 9. And the robot will detect the cans and grab it back to the starting position. But for very typical scenarios that we will putting a box in the starting position, so they will have a little height. So we require the student to using the robot to grab the cans, using the sensor to detect the cans and grab it and give it back to the starting position on the box. And that's the most difficult requirement for these levels. And here is at the advanced level, tag and bring home. And so basically for at the advanced level, and we will be required students to use the sensor to detect the objects and using the grabber to grab the objects. And they do have the navigation tasks, which is more complicated, like moving around the circle 6, they're moving like a stars and very complicated move path, and it is for the advanced level. And also, I still remember there will be a task called the bang car. Yeah, because the first one is they were using 2 boxes. One is set by the student and another one is set by the judge. And after the robot leaving the start position, and the judge remove the boxes to the 3 different positions, and the robot will detect the box, no matter using the ultrasonic sensor or the touch sensor, to touch the box, and then coming back to touch another objects using the sensor and then stop in the green garage. It's the most difficult challenge on the advanced level. And for the master level, in the JBC Asia level, they will not only have the task like navigation and using the sensor to detect and grab, they also have the missions in the Mat B, which will have the live following challenge. Like, for example, this one is walking the line, and here is the task in the library. Then the robot will be following the black line and following to the finish line. But when we release the challenge on site, we have extra obstacles on the line B or line C. Yeah, will be maybe or both. And I see some of the tasks in the very hard one, maybe it's for the international level. Yeah, not in the JBC Asia level. We will not put that too difficult in this level. But in this one, very typical one, we will have a soda can here in the line B. And the robot will be sense the cans going around that can, not touch the can, going around and then back to the line and following and finish the line. And here's the master level. And also, we do have the violation about this type of the challenge. It's like we have, and again, we will have a can on the line B, and the robot will following the line and sense the cans on the line and grab the cans, move to the final position and put it on top of the box. And now we give them extra difficulty on this task because they have a box there. It's not on the surface. They need to grab the objects and move it on top of it. Or like we will have a cans on the line C, and the robot will following the line until they see the can and grab the can back to the starting line. And here is another violation about the master level. And so from JBC is very easy at the very beginning, and they will become quite challenged. And when you go to the mass levels, and because they have limited time and had multiple tests, and yeah, here and it's not well. We say we are doing it not because it's easy, but because it's hard, and because they are all designed by the NASA engineer, and they are a bunch of the geek, and they say, well, the robots have to be optimist, and they have to be challenged, and here's the JBC. Okay, and everyone, do you have anything I need to specific in these three levels or rookie or the beginner levels? Okay, and if you have any questions, you can tell Fang, and Fang will be because we have a discussion group. We can answer these questions, and we will be accumulate them and put them together maybe in the documents. Will be in Google Docs and sharing to everyone, like using FAQ. Okay, Fang, and do you need anything I need to explain?
Um, uh, there's a questions from the task level สามารถลงได้นะลูก
Okay.
เอ่อโอเคคุณแม่คะเดี๋ยวฟังขอปรึกษาเขาสัก2 วันนะคะแล้วก็เดี๋ยวให้คำตอบเพิ่มนะคะว่าสามารถลงเพิ่มเลเวลได้ไหมคือคาดว่าน่าจะได้ค่ะเพราะว่าเอ่อเราจะขอเป็นพิเศษเวทีไทยนะคะ เราจะฉีก
Can
ทุก
you
กฎ
translation into English first?
Okay, sorry. The parents want to know the same question. Is she able to apply for like 2 levels and when she can get the answer? So I told her that we would like to discuss about 2 days and then we'll get back to her.
Yeah, for the enlightenment level, I think it's
Yeah,
possible. But for the after that, from the beginner
yeah,
levels and then the field, I think it's impossible because it's really hard for
yes,
them. And it
yes,
will be hard for us to set up the difficulties. And if we set it up like a little bit harder, they cannot
mhm,
finish. If we set it too easy, so everyone can pass, and there will be another disaster.
Yeah, yeah, right. โอเคค่ะand ขอโทษนะคะว่าวันนี้ภาษาไทยเราไม่ทันนะคะ1 ชั่วโมงหรือว่าเกิดคุณพ่อคุณแม่คุณครูอยากอยู่ต่อไหมคะหรือว่าให้จัดอีกเซสชันหนึ่งอะค่ะเป็นวันอื่นค่ะ
Oh, and here is one experience. Like some of the students, when they participating in the JBC Asia, and they are like beginner B levels. And after they come to the international level, they can change their change to rookie levels or advanced level when they go into the next events, which is okay. Yeah, I think it's the better routine for the student, not give them too pressures on one event.
Okay, maybe we finish for today and then I will summarize the session in the writing in the document and keep posted on the social media for the parents.
Mhm.
The
Okay.
team needs to complete all 12 tasks for the advanced level.
Well, if when they practicing before they come to the event, they should finish. They should have the ability to finish all of the tasks. But on site, will be picked up some of them. Let me see how many tasks for the advanced level. Okay, we will pick up 3 tasks on site from the 12 task library, and then and we will have one mystery task, which is not in the test library, but will not be beyond that level. We will require them to doing the line following, of course, because it's for master level. So they within 2.5 hours limit, they need to finish the 4 tasks. Yeah, but don't remember, all the tasks will be modifications, so it will become harder. So they will need to finish 4 tasks with a modification in 2.5 hours. 3 of them selected from the library, and 1 of them is brand new. Yeah, here is the logic.
Okay. Thank you. แล้วก็ไม่ต้องห่วงนะคะเดี๋ยวจะส่ง Presentation ตัวนี้ไปให้ทุกท่านนะคะแล้วก็ทาง Presentation ภาษาไทยด้วยนะคะแล้วก็เดี๋ยวจะนัดน้องทัศน์อีกทีนึงว่าเซสชันภาษาไทยเราจะสามารถจัดได้วันไหนนะคะแล้วก็ฝากติดตามเพจ Facebook นะคะจะอัปเดตตรงนั้นมากที่สุดนะคะแล้วก็วันนี้ก็ขอบพระคุณทุกท่านมากนะคะเดี๋ยวจะส่งสรุปmeeting ไปนะคะ Yes I think we are okay หรือถ้าใครเพิ่งนึกคำถามออกนะคะ ก็สามารถส่งข้อความมาทาง Facebook หรือว่าทาง LINE OA ได้นะคะ แล้วก็ถ้าเกิดใครมีไลน์ส่วนตัวฟังก็สามารถทักมาได้ค่ะ เดี๋ยวจะตอบคำถามให้ทุกท่านเลยนะคะ Do we have scorecard for each task? Do you have scorecard for each task?
For the score of what?
Score task.
Scorecard
for each
yeah,
task.
for beginner level, they will have scores because
Yeah.
they will have the subtext. Like, let me see, here is like the, yeah, for the beginner level, you see, each items, when they move to the destination, we will get 5 points. So the maximum points for RA07 for this task is 24 points. And for the beginner A, the maximum will be, I think, remember, 120 or 150. So because they will have 4 tasks, when they finish all of them, we will get 150. But the pass line is like 125 or something. Let me see. Yeah, here for the beginner level, when they for the test, like, okay, for the 6 tests, 5 from the test library and 1 of the mystery tests, and if they accumulate points above 125, it will get the first prize. And for the beginner B, because it's much harder because autonomous. So if they have 100 points and above, they will get the first prize, and they will have based on the points they have, we have the different tier of the prize. But for the enlightenment level A, B, and C, and rookie, advanced, and expert, it depends on how many tasks they solved. They only have two status, finished or not finished. So if they like the enlightenment A, all the three tests they finish, they will have the first prize. They will not. We are not counting them by the points. It's counting by the tasks they solved. And like the rookie, expert, and advanced as the expert, because we will be released 4 tests. If they finish all the tests, they will get the gold prize. And if they miss one of them, they will have the first prize. And here is the logic. It's quite different, yeah, from the
Okay.
different
So
level.
this team, Kun Viranut, is applying for the advanced level. So
Mhm.
don't have a scorecard, but just a 4 tasks to complete. Is it correct?
Yeah. Mhm.
ใช่ค่ะ
They don't count
Will
it by
on-site release tasks be chosen by the competitor or referee?
oh the challenge will be selected by the committee. It will
Committee.
be we will announcing them on site on the stage, and the judges will be got a test sheet which will be have the 4 tests printed on the A4 paper, and the judges will be handed it to the team. They will see what's the modification, what's the missions they need to finish, and each team will have a printed the mission sheet, and then they will depend which task they are going to finish first. Like if by announcing them they need to finish the task 1, 3, 5, and 6, they don't need to finish from the order of the 1, 3, 4, 6. They can finish backwards. The 6th one, I think I have a practice more. I can finish more easier. I can start from the 6th. It's okay. Yeah, and then if they try multiple times and say, oh, it's quite difficult, I will drop that and will finish another task. It's also okay. Yeah. So the student can bring multiple robots one time, and if they can check in multiple robots or design for different tasks is also fine. But this robot cannot share between different teams. Yeah, because we will need a check-in, we will have a sticker with the team number and put it on the controller to tell, okay, this robot belong to this team. And if the team they run it out, yeah, and they have the program, they have the robot, they cannot pass the robot and the program to another team to help them to pass this task. And here is the how we organize the JBC event.
Okay, thank you. And for the referees and ผู้เชี่ยวชาญ let me talk to Thai okay ผู้เชี่ยวชาญนะคะเราจะเชิญมาจากสมาคมหุ่นยนต์นะคะแห่งประเทศไทยแล้วก็มีอาจารย์ที่มหิดลค่ะแล้วก็อาจารย์จากฟีโบก็อาจจะมานะคะแล้วก็สมาคมอะไรนะไม่ใช่ NSM อะค่ะที่เป็น National Science Museum นะคะก็อันนี้เราก็เรียนเชิญมาด้วยค่ะก็คือจะเป็นผู้ทรงคุณวุฒิทั้งสิ้นนะคะ Okay, I told them that we will invite it for the committee, the Thai referees, the committee, and the judges from the expertise from FIBOS, from Mahidol, and from the Robotic Association of Thailand. Yes, so
Cool.
everything will be professionals and high standard. We not just เขาเรียกเลยนะ we do things like in the right way and we will make the competitions uh very well and good and everyone will be proud to receive this certificate.
Yeah, and also if the coaches or they would like to join us for the technical committee, and we will give them the template to design the tasks which we will be using in the mystery tasks. Yeah,
Oh,
we are doing it in China. We open because it's open source, and
อ่า
we some of the tasks we are using we will open to everyone, and we also lovely to accept the task design from Thailand or design from the US,
อื
and we
ม
will using this mystery task and sharing. And once we're using it, before the event, we have a technical committee meeting, and we will decide the difficulty and move another modification on that task. And I think it will be more interesting, and if we have if everyone can be contribute their brains to us. Yeah, we have editable templates for designing the tasks. And
อ่า
I will send you the templates. It is editable. It's a slide. It's a PPT with the basic structures and how it's the cans with the numbers and the cubes, and we have the requirement like each level the maximum of the cans will be not beyond of 4 or 5. Yeah, and we have all the requirements. Yeah.
โอเคค่ะก็คือทางเราจะเชิญโค้ชนะคะให้มาเป็นเป็นคอมมิตี้ด้วยนะคะแล้วก็ช่วยออกแบบทัสหรือว่าช่วยออกแบบมิส t ต r y task ด้วยนะคะ Okay, I think it's time and I keep the record and will send everyone the update. Thank you, Mr. Chen, for
Mhm.
today's session. ขอบคุณผู้ปกครองแล้วก็อาจารย์แล้วก็ผู้บริหารทุกท่านนะคะ ขอบคุณค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ Thank you เดี๋ยวเจอน้องทั
Thank
ศน์ในเซสชันหน้านะคะ
No problem. Yeah, anytime
Thank
you
you.
need me to need my help, just let me know. Okay.
โอเค
Bye
บ๊ายบา
bye.
ยบ๊ายบาย